put in there because according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. You know that's what it...
Whoopi Goldberg had ruled The View like a personal fiefdom for years, thwacking down visitors, steamrollering alternative perspectives, and expounding her opinion like it was lettered on marble. Then there was Karoline Leavitt, and with a single ferocious episode, the queen of daytime TV was pushed back. Nope, not enough. She got dethroned. So what ensued? No one would have imagined it. The program started like clockwork. Smug smirking, snarky jabs, and The View's usual left-leaning panel agreeing with nods of their heads without a care. But the instant the second Whoopi spoke, the tone shifted. The topic? Wokeness. A word. The View is treated like Holy Writ, a cause they will fight to the death. Perhaps feeling invincible, Whoopi took the first shot. With that typical smirk of hers, she confronted Karoline and snorted, in a manner that, without wokeness, you wouldn't even hold this position.
There will be no wokeness here. Oh, yeah. Let me explain something to you, because without that wokeness, you might not have...
The room was stunned. Even Joy Behar, who made a living making fun of conservatives, squirmed uncomfortably in her seat. This was not an argument. This was Whoopi deleting Karoline's career, her intellect, her work ethic, stripping all she had done down to nothing more than a handout from the very ideology she opposed. It was a cheap shot and the audience knew it, but still they applauded along. But Karoline? She did not blink. She did not become defensive. She simply smiled.
Completely out of touch with reality, and you're right, ABC...
A slow, knowing smile that all but shouted, "Oh, you just made a huge error." And then, with the sort of unshakable confidence that comes from being in possession of the facts, she dismantled Whoopi's whole argument. This was a moment unlike anything you've ever witnessed. So be sure to like and subscribe as we go even deeper. Karoline began with the statistics, hard facts revealing precisely where taxpayer money was being spent, financing ridiculous woke initiatives, reports from the government presented it all. Gender research in Guatemala, International Sesame Street shows imposing American activism worldwide. She established one thing vividly. Wokeness evolved from a discourse on equality to a political tool employed to quash anyone brave enough to question otherwise.
The majority of Americans want people in Washington to be good stewards of their tax dollars, don't agree with these radical priorities of the left. And so that's why the president is going to continue to do this. The Democrats can either get on board or they can prepare to lose.
And Whoopi, who had nothing. Whoopi, so accustomed to having guests tie themselves up in knots the first time she prods them, is now at a loss herself. She craves retaliation, the power, and Karoline's not allowing her. Whoopi begins to retort, but closes her lips again. Starts over, does nothing. The audience, habitually ready with its applause, sits frozen. Even the crew holds back, the camera clogged with self-consciousness. Do they pan in on Whoopi's frozen face? The expression of a woman who just caught on that she made a monumental error.
Not invited to that table. Women were invited to many tables in this nation. The reason we fought and busted our behinds to make sure that you didn't have to worry about this. And now to hear you talk about it and to hear anybody talk about the wokeness was put in place for a reason.
She slumps in her seat as if wanting to vanish because here's the ugly reality. If wokeness is truly all about inclusion and diversity, then why do conservative women continually get dismantled? Currently, Whoopi does not have some clever retort, some pithy one-liner to rescue herself. Joy struggles to regain footing, trying to laugh awkwardly, but the damage has been done. And for the very first time, even Whoopi appears to recognize that she just made a goof too huge to take back. The internet? Oh heaven, they lost their minds. But this gets even crazier.
It's in charge, because I've been saying it for a while. You have. I've been saying that I think Elon Musk believes he's...
This isn't the first time Whoopi's lips have put words on paper she can't pay for. For years, The View has been a lawsuit magnet, pulling ABC into scandal after scandal. From her tone-deaf comments about the Holocaust to her strange defenses of suspect individuals, Whoopi has been at the forefront of some of the show's most explosive scandals. But nothing struck the network as sharply as the recent surge of defamation lawsuits. First from Carrie Underwood, then Elon Musk, and now Karoline Leavitt. Let's begin with Carrie Underwood. Whoopi and her fellow hosts tore her to pieces after she sang at Trump's second inauguration.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain.
I don't understand how you say you love your country at the same time as you normalize this convicted felon, which I can say now every day.
They taunted her, ended her career, and even suggested she was a hate group supporter. Carrie, who generally steers clear of drama, didn't just fight back. She sued ABC for $1 billion for defamation. And when the case landed in court, leaked emails showed something astonishing. ABC manipulated the Underwood attack for ratings. The suit rocked the industry, and ABC had to shell out a huge settlement. Executives began to wonder, was the viewpoint even worth all the hassle any longer? Then Elon Musk showed up. Whoopi spent several months portraying him as a bad billionaire, an enemy of democracy. But once she and her co-host began spreading demonstrably false information regarding Twitter's rules under Musk, he did something unthinkable. He sued. And when Elon Musk sues, he does not play games.
The words matter, and mine are no exception. I regret my comments, as I said, and I stand.
Again, ABC rushed for damage control. And this time, advertisers were paying attention. Rumors began circulating. Large brands were tired of the site's constant scandals. Was this the end? And now Karoline Leavitt had just delivered another crushing blow. 1 lawsuit bad, 2 worse, but 3. That's a full-blown crisis.
Are in complete disarray because they have become a globalist party who like to spend taxpayer dollars on useless priorities just to cater to the left's demands here at home.
And ABC executives were in panic mode full throttle. The show was bleeding millions in ad dollars, and insiders made leaked reports about some of the biggest sponsors of the network backing out. But the backlash went further. ABC executives rushed around. For years, they had allowed Whoopi to do anarchy with The View like her own kingdom, cutting off conservative guests at the knees without backlash. But now she was the one being shut down, and it was embarrassing. And just when things couldn't get worse for Whoopi, they did. Sponsors began to drop out. Advertisers didn't want anything to do with a program where the hosts walk off rather than discuss. The View hosts have gotten themselves in hot water once more after they did the very thing they claimed to be again. Even diehard viewers of The View began questioning, had the show finally crossed a line? And then it happened that nobody expected. ABC took Whoopi Goldberg off of The View. Naturally, they did not claim she was let go. They spun it with their typical PR gobbledygook, stating Whoopi was going on break to work on other projects. But come on, everybody knew the real story. She was given the boot. For years, Whoopi ruled The View, transforming it from a panel discussion into a one-way echo chamber in which only her opinions counted. She ridiculed, dismissed, and muzzled guests with impunity. But one exchange with Karoline Leavitt turned the tables on her. Now The View was in full chaos. Bam! It exploded like a bombshell. In the middle of the night, ABC had to decide, would they introduce someone else Whoopi-like in her place? Or would they finally acknowledge that the show had to be balanced? Could The View possibly carry on with so much backlash? Had Karoline somehow established a new benchmark for conservative pushback against the media?
And how you say you love your country at the same time as you normalize this convicted felon, which I can say now every day.
Whoopi believed that she could bulldoze Karoline like she had ruined so many other people. Well, she was racked on television in front of millions. Now, as ABC rushes to shore up the damage, the globe is watching. Whoopi Goldberg was The View's biggest draw, but today, she is its biggest danger. This brouhaha may be the last nail into the coffin of The View. Would ABC ever pull the plug? Or would they risk bringing back Whoopi following the backlash? Thanks for watching. If you liked this video and want to see more in-depth explorations of the most shocking moments and revealing truths, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. We've got more shocking stories and jaw-dropping revelations in store for you. Let us hear your comments in the below comments, and share this video with someone who'd enjoy it. Enjoy it. Until next time, this is Gossip Spill, and I'll see you in the next one.